Welcome back to another video. And today, like I said, I'm gonna do this every month, that I will be ranking albums that dropped every month and just ranking them from worst to best in my opinion. And February, as the time I'm recording this, it's the 29th, so it's the end of the month. So I will be ranking these projects that dropped this month. I didn't get to listen to every project, but maybe I'll go back and listen to them that came out this month later on. So yeah. And there's a lot of projects I listened to this month. I think last month there was only like 4 or 5 that I listened to, but this one is like 10 projects with 1 EP, bro. 10 projects on 1 EP. So it's insane. So I got a lot to talk about. Probably be a longer video than the previous one. And then after this video, I will be publishing the top 25 albums of 2023 after this video. So if you want to check that out, yeah. So let's get into it. Before I rank them, there is 1 EP that I listened to, and I will talk about that first, because it's not in the ranking system. Maybe I should, just because that there is a mixtape in here as well, and it's not an album. So I feel like an EP should be in there as well if I put mixtapes in here.
So I don't really feel it anymore. It's only right, I'm about to see you anymore. Pray to God you find me, not as fine as you were before.
For EP I'm talking about right now, it's Glaive, A Bit of a Mad One. Now, this project is going more back to his roots, but also bringing his new sound as well. Because Glaive, in his earlier days, was a hyperpop artist. He would drop hyperpop music, and that's what got me into Glaive and into the hyperpop genre. I was really into that. He when he dropped his album, I think last year, it was more just alternative, less hyperpop, to be honest. And although I enjoyed it, it's in my top 25 albums. I do miss his older sound. I do enjoy the newer sound. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy it, but that older hyperpop sound was something else. So I did miss it, but like I said, I don't mind people like experimenting and going through like new sounds and all that. So I appreciate that. I appreciate him trying to change it up, because who knows, I probably would have been tired of listening to hyperpop if he kept dropping hyperpop music. So if I had to rank it somewhere in the list that I have, I'll probably put it somewhere in the top 3, top 4 probably, but I didn't rank it, so I'm not gonna do all that. Maybe next time I'm gonna put more EPs in the ranking, since I did put a mixtape in here, so to make it more fair.
Kill Rob, he tried. Glock hit him, he died. Pop this hoe off the gas, she fried. Yeah, she said she follow my vibes. She follow my style. Got her pussy wet, now she need a towel.
At number 11 spot, there's actually 11 projects, but yeah, it was number 11. So at number 11, I have Cash Dammy, Oasis. I'm not gonna lie to you, it felt like background music in my opinion. I don't know, like it just felt like background music. I don't know, like I heard his name before in these last few years, but check out this project and I don't know, man, it just felt like underground background music. So I just got on the game and just play the game while I was listening to the music. So I don't know, it just felt like background music. I don't got nothing to say about it, so let's go into the next one.
This is real. I've been around for years, doing whatever it takes. I got bags under my eyes, they say I need me a break.
At number 10, we got Scrim, Lonely Boy. And I'm not gonna lie, I think he's part of the Suicide Boys, right? I think it's the name of the group. So I checked it out and I was hooked in, like the first half of the tracks, with this emo rage type of, with the guitars and the synths. With this one, it got me hooked. But then I realized that this album is 26 songs, bro. 26 songs. What do you gotta say that much for 26 songs? That's more songs than Yeat's album. How do you even go above and beyond that, bro? That's almost 30 songs. In my opinion, only certain artists can pull off long albums. Only certain artists can do that. Not every artist can, but certain artists can do that. Like for example, the one that come out of my head right now is Kanye West, Donda. That was over 20 tracks, but in my opinion, that was album of the year for me. Like every song hit, and he pulled through with the production and the lyrics and the features. But not every artist can do that. Like I'm pretty sure Kendrick Lamar can drop over 20 tracks and it'll still be a masterpiece. Only certain artists can do that. And I'm not saying like Like for example, like Scrim, you know, I'm not saying he can't do that forever, but he needs to improve himself to even do that. And this is just like the second half was just so background, like it was just so mind-numbing. Like I was waiting for this shit to be over. I'm gonna be honest. Like through the second half, I'm like, bro, when this shit gonna be over? Like I'm going back, I'm like, damn, I got 4 more tracks to listen to, bro. Cause like at this point, I already know what you're talking about. I don't need to hear anymore. And then he dropped a deluxe like over 40 songs. I'm like, nigga, huh? Like, yo, who gonna listen to all these songs, bro? I guess yo fans, but you know, for a first listener, nah, bro. I'm not listening to that deluxe. That's over 2 hours. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm listening to the album. I did, and you know, it was good first few tracks, and then it started to get dull, and then I'm realizing like, damn, it's 26 tracks. You know, definitely like you just pull songs from the album and you just put on your playlist. So let's go on to the next one.
Got me a pill, I know I get real, I know how I feel, I know how I get. Got me some diamonds, got me a fine bitch, don't need to take it to get on the jet. Don't get a lion, bitch, no science. I know your mission, make it make sense.
You be always tryna fight it out. I'm just tryna find another route. You be always tryna leave me out. I'm just really tryna figure out.
Number 9, we got SSG Kobe, Horcrux, and I want to say I'm a fan of SSG Kobe, but I did listen to a few songs of his back in the day, but now I really don't. So hearing this, he dropped an album, I went to go check it out. Not gonna lie, the first half of the album was not it, bruh. I don't know if it was his sound, his vocals was maybe it was making it more annoying with his vocals. Not gonna lie, it's like his vocals was just didn't sound very good or whatever. So like the beats, it wasn't it like the first half of the tracks. I don't even lie to you, but the second half he pulled through. I won't lie to you, he pulled through with the second half of the tracks. Like right when we got to like Only Time and Through My Mind, that's when I'm like, okay, now he's picking up the pace. You know, and that's when every track started to hit and started to get good and everything. The last track we had met is off, you know, not my favorite track, so it didn't stick the landing, but the middle of the songs on the album is good. I won't lie. Like Only Time, Through My Mind, When I Turn, 13 Gates are really good songs, you know. So he pulled through. You know, there are songs that I'm gonna go back to, but I'm not listening to the entire album. Nah, bro. Like the first few tracks off the album was just not it, but he pulled through the second half and sort of kind of like the middle. So, you know, I mess with it, you know. So let's just go on to the next person. At number 8, we got Artemis with Pretty. Again, new person that I don't know of, so checked it out. This is more like it's more of a pop alternative record. Very good, you know. I got no issues, really to be honest. It's one of those like, it's good and that's it. Like it's not like mind blowing or really bad. It's just throughout the album, it's just good, you know. Really good songs, you know. So you know, it's really good songs. I got no issues with it. Yeah, I don't really got no issues with the songs. Really, I would say like an Angel is really good, you know. Cross My Heart's good, you know. But other than that, it's good, you know. Nothing too crazy, you know. So let's go on to the next one.
4 niggas and we riding in a 4-seater. Plus my Glocky and my stats, so there's some more people. Say he wanted smoke, so we gon' come chief it. The hands work well as the feet, so we could come beat you.
Next one, I got King Tez or King T3Z with When Pigs Fly. One of the more unknown artists. Not gonna lie, really good album. I won't lie to you. Really good Chicago trap album. You know, with you know, he changed up his flows a lot in this album, which really makes it more entertaining and more, you know, don't get boring throughout the album. So I appreciate that, changing up the instrumentals and the beats and changing up his topics when he's talking about. So you got a little bit of everything, you know. You got the more lyrical, you know, down to earth, and you got the more like getting hype, you know, got the more club bangers with Shorty with the song. So, you know, got a little bit of everything, and not bad, you know, not bad. So not, because when I first listened to one of the songs, it was kind of off. I think it was 4-seaters, but it grew on me a little bit, and I checked out the album and it was good. I think G Herbo like shouted him out too, so that's cool. So, you know, really good album. I really enjoyed it.
This right here, gonna make you put a ring on it.
making calls about your feelings, pressing your love for the one.
We got Usher Coming Home. Not gonna lie, it's been years since Usher dropped a solo album. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm an Usher fan. I'm an Usher fan. So hearing they dropped an album, I'm like, for real? I thought he was done. I thought he was retired dropping albums, but he came back with Coming Home, and not gonna lie, it didn't disappoint. I was getting a little scared because he hasn't dropped an album in a while. So, you know, my expectations were like not high, but it's like, don't fail me, bro. My nigga, like, don't fail me. So, you know, it's a good album. It's a good R&B album. If you want to listen to a good R&B album that came out this year, Usher's Coming Home is really good, bro. It is really good, and he still got it in the bag. Like a great intro, like song title Coming Home, you know, good track. People don't like A-Town Girl, but it's a good country song, you know, not bad. You know, I mess with it. You know, Keep on Dancing is a good song. Bop is a good song as well. You know, a lot of people don't like the song Big because the McDonald's bar is a McDonald's bar in the song. I'm not gonna lie, I still like the song. Everyone hates that song, but I enjoy it. You know, I don't got no issues with the song. You know, so like, you know, I am the Party is a good song. You know, Please Use a good song. You know, not a lot of bad songs on here. Probably like one or two like mid songs. Other than that, you know, it's really good. You know, like one of the songs, One of Them Ones, is probably one of my favorites. I don't lie, but you know, really good album. Only issue is it is 20 songs, so there are bound to be fillers, which I was talking about. There are like two like mid songs and probably other songs that are good, but they're still fillers at the same time. So they're bound to have fillers. So then there was, and it is pretty long. So yeah, but other than that, a really good R&B album. If you're trying to find some R&B songs, Usher, obviously. We got Yeet 2093. Okay, I've been a fan of Yeet since 2021, since Up to Me. So I've been a fan for a minute now. I'm not gonna lie, I've been a fan for a minute. So, you know, him season 2093, I was excited. You know, I was excited. You know, when he dropped the album Afterlife, not a lot of people were messing with it, but I appreciate it for what it was, because he was experimenting more. He was changing it up. Afterlife was his most versatile album he dropped. You know, because there was a lot of vibes on there. You know, he had the more chill vibe, more hype vibes, and then a good outro with Myself. I want to say it's his top 3, but it is like top 5 off his discography for me. So I appreciate that album a lot. When he was teasing 2093, I'm not surprised, because he was experimenting a lot with Afterlife. So hearing Afterlife, I'm like, his next album's gonna be way different than anything. It's like a Travis Scott inspired album. You know, it takes you into a world in 2093. You know, it takes you to the future. You know, the production has that Travis Scott like vibes, and it gives you that, you know, that Travis Scott, Kanye, Yeezus vibes, you know, throughout the album. So the production is great. No issues with the production. It's all, you know, experimental and takes you into that world, takes you to that feeling, you know. So I enjoy it, you know. Yeat's lyrics, I'm not gonna lie, is the same as before. Probably more, if you listen to him more, he tells a story. So in my opinion, his best album, you know, a lot of people are gonna say that it's not like Up to Me, still his best album, which I understand. But if you're talking about albums, consistency throughout this project, 2093 is it. So I got nothing to say, you know. Only issue is it's over 20 tracks, so it's 24 tracks with the deluxe. So it just drags on, and then there's filler as well as filler songs, and there are some songs that take too long. You know, that's like over 4 minutes. Only some songs. It's some songs don't gotta be that long, okay? Especially with over 20 tracks, it don't gotta be that long. You know, and the Features, they did their thing. You know, even though Future's mixing was ass, like, he did his thing. You know, he did his thing. Like, if they just fixed the mixing, it would be good, you know. So I don't got no issue with it. Good production, you know. He did his thing, and I'm excited for what he does for the next album. It's gonna be way different than 2093, and I'm excited for that.
Burning like a candlelight. Are you not entertained? Your love. Are you not entertained? Our love.
All right, up next we got Ye and Dollar Sign, Vultures 1, and same thing as Ye. I've been a Kanye fan since 2020. You know, I've been a Kanye fan, so you know, Graduation still his best album. You know, my opinion. So, you know, going into Vultures 1, listening to it the first time, I wouldn't say I was mixed on it, but it was different. You know, it was different than what he was talking about, because the lyrics is just, it's just dumb fun lyrics. You know, like we all know Kanye has like some stupid dumb lyrics throughout his discography. Like every album, like he always got something stupid to say. You know, not like the entire album, but there are some bars, you know, in every album that he got something stupid to say. But Vultures, the entire album is him just saying some goofy shit every time, bro, which threw me off for the first time because I wasn't expecting that, which kind of sucked. But listening to it more, I appreciate it more, and just, you know, it is what it is. So, and although Kanye is a psychopath, you know, I just like to separate the art from the artist, and the art itself is good. You know, the production, as always, from Kanye is great. Only issue is the mixing. You know, some songs are quieter and some songs are louder. Wish he can fix that, which he probably will. You know, good sampling. Wish that Don't Die song was back in the streaming services, but you know, that's why we got local files for that. You know, Dollar Sign always pulls through. You know, ever since, you know, he collabed with Dollar Sign, I already knew that, like, whenever there's a Ye and Dollar Sign collab, it's always gonna be good every time. So when I heard they're doing a collab, I already knew that Dollar Sign was gonna do his thing and not be mid, you know. So I got no issues with it, you know. Good songs, and a short, you know, 16 songs, you know. And I'm excited for the next the next volumes. I don't know if he's gonna drop all volumes, because we know Kanye, bro. We know Kanye. So like, he might drop volume 3. I mean, he might drop volume 2. But he ain't gonna drop volume 3. There's no way, bro. Like 3 projects in 3 months. Maybe volume 2, but volume 3 is, I don't know about volume 3, bro. I don't think he's gonna drop volume 3. You know, volume 3 is probably gonna be like the Donda 2 effect. I'm being honest. You know, I'll be surprised if he drop volume 3, but.
I surrender, let me know. I don't have love to give you more. You're giving up my energy. I told the truth, so set me free.
All right, next up we got What Now? I mean, Brittany Howard with What Now. So this is a really good album too. This is more like that alternative psychedelic rock album. Going into it, I was already a fan of that type of genre, so listening to it was really good. The transitions were really good between the songs. You know, it has a certain theme to it, and it's just overall good. It's a good album, you know. 12 songs, 40 minutes, you know, just a quick album, you know, and it doesn't, you know, stay its welcome that much. So I enjoyed it, you know, really well, and it has a really good transition. It has this theme to it, and you know, her voice sounds really nice on the song. So I got nothing to say about it, but it's really good. It's really good.
Fix your eyes on the peak of my power. How the fuck did I go with this shit with it over this shit? I repeat it for hours.
Alright, next we got Quadeca Scrapyard. Been a Quadeca fan for 2 years now. Ever since he dropped his single for Born yesterday. For I Didn't Mean to Haunt You, which was album of the year of 2022 for me. Him dropping EPs for it last year were really good too. So dropping a full mixtape for it, I was excited for it, and it did not disappoint. As always, Quadeca did this thing with the songs. It sounds really different. It sounds very experimental, and you know, really good. And I'm excited for his next album, because these songs were just throwaways from his last album, I Didn't Mean to Haunt You, and throwaways for his new album that he's releasing soon. So hopefully it's this year, but it's probably gonna be next year. Really good songs, you know, and I'm surprised that these are just throwaways. Like, imagine these songs like were more mixed and more, you know, put together. They would have been like classics. So it's crazy that these were just throwaways, because these are really good too. So really good album or mixtape or whatever. You know, so excited for what Quadeca does next, and yeah, let's go into the number 1 spot. At number 1 spot, we got There Must Be Something by A Cloudy Sky. Now, A Cloudy Sky is a really small artist that not a lot of people know. The reason I found out of him was I was watching a video, and the song in the background, it was named Dives, I think. Yeah, Dives by A Cloudy Sky. And I went to go check it out. I'm like, this song bangs. And I listened to the album of the single of that song, and was called "What Do You Want?" I think. Yeah, "What Do You Want?" And it was great. It was beautiful. The production is beautiful. And a Cloudy Sky is one of those artists that you appreciate the production more, just the lyrics, you know, because these songs, their main focus, I would say, is production. You know, lyrics is good too, but the production what really sells the songs in the album. And when he dropped the album, There Must Be Something Here, like as always, the production is great. Every song on here hits, it bangs. Even the song with no lyrics, just the production sounded great. It sounded like I was going through the jungle and just going on a crazy adventure. Like the production on here is amazing. You know, the theme of it is amazing. I highly recommend checking this out if you're trying to listen to other genres. You know, trying to listen to just the production, because the production on here is beautiful. It's great, bro. Like 10 out of 10. You know, 10 out of 10. Like, I do believe that his last album, What Do You Want, is better. This one is still as good as that album. You know, it's still great. You know, I recommend checking it out. Flares is probably my favorite song off the album. You know, it's really good. So, also Left is a favorite of mine too. So, I recommend checking that out. And yeah, that's it. That's a ranking of the albums. You know, is you probably didn't expect this because some of the artists are very unknown. You probably don't know. So I recommend checking these artists out. Like, even though the bottom rankings of the albums I didn't really like, check it out yourself. You know, you may like it more than me. You know, music is subjective at the end of the day. So I recommend checking it out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all next month. Peace out.